Has Meghan Markle's major lie about her brand, American Riviera Orchard, just been exposed in the press? Let me explain more. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we, because Mexi can't fool us really at the end of the day, and OMG, guys, if you actually pay attention to what's being said in the press right now about American Riviera Orchard, oh, to me, Megxi has just been exposed big time. Is she lying about the launch of American Riviera Orchard? Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. It's definitely a possibility because of this, guys. So Megxi has just received an absolute huge blow as her trademark application for American Riviera Orchard has been denied. And so, yeah, she's been given 3 months to respond to all of this. And this is an absolute major setback for a brand because she's tried to trademark pretty much everything in the kitchen sink, including dog biscuits. Yeah, I know, right, guys? Now, she's been warned that failure to respond in the next 3 months could result in her application being abandoned. And if it's not trademarked properly, American Riviera Orchard is then officially dead in the water. In their consideration of a trademark bid, Megxi was told she needs to cough up another $700 if she wants to proceed further after failing to pay the correct fee initially. Wow, looky what we've got here, guys, because, yeah, Megxi and Hazard do have an issue about paying their bills, right? Allegedly. I mean, we all remember earlier on this year the absolute kerfuffle, which was the Archewell Foundation and, yeah, them being delinquent because of a lost check in the post. Whoops. But yeah, there was a 48-page action report, and the officials explained why in this report her trademark bid was unsuccessful. Reasons included a requirement to amend the identification of goods, a multiple class application requirement, and a requirement to disclaim Riviera's descriptive wording. Anyone applying for US trademark does run the risk of a rejection because the mark is geographically descriptive and could prevent others from being able to describe their products. She also fell foul as the descriptions of the products wanting to be trademarked were too broad. They weren't specific enough. This included cocktail napkins, pans, and cooking utensils, and so much more. Now, a US source has said that the process for acquiring a trademark is extremely rigorous. It would be a surprise if Megxi had not received one before in trying to get her application through. But apparently she's still very much committed to her brand and has 3 months to respond, and there's no way this will lead to abandonment. So yeah, we have this up-to-date situation where Megxi has this major blow. Her trademark for American Riviera Orchard has been denied. However, has she just been caught in a major lie when it comes to the launch of American Riviera Orchard? Because, yeah, in the same breath, this then is coming out that Megxi couldn't be more excited to launch American Riviera Orchard when her Netflix series is released early next year, sources claim. Yeah, well, you can't launch the brand when you don't have all your ducks in a row when it comes to trademarks. And when the trademark application has been rejected, how can you launch American Riviera Orchard without trademarks being approved? Yeah. Not. It doesn't make sense, does it? Make this all make sense. To me, it only means one thing: opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. Megxi has just been caught out on a major lie regarding the launch of American Riviera Orchard. And so here, the source is saying to US Weekly that the launch of American Riviera Orchard will time perfectly with the release of her Netflix series, which, by the way, through the grapevine, apparently Netflix don't want to even air it. Like, they've seen it and they're not impressed, and it's an absolute dud, if you're to believe the rumours. But anywho, insiders are saying that the brand will likely be very much in line with who Megxie is as a person. She loves hosting events, and she's very thoughtful about how she treats her guests whenever they come over. It'll be a take on her and the joy of living, according to the source when describing the series. But it seems that she's putting all of her energy into American Riviera Orchard, with the insider suggesting running for office, returning to acting, and writing a memoir are not currently on the Duchess's radar. Well, guess what should be on her radar right now? Getting this trademark situation sorted. You would have thought that she would have hired the best people, or at least people that were competent enough to be able to complete the trademark application for her and get it all submitted so that none of these problems would come up. But again, I'm just asking for a friend here, okay? How can, as far as I'm concerned, Megxie be totally excited about the launch of American Riviera Orchard when, in the same breath, she doesn't have the trademarks to be able to really launch it? Have we just exposed Megxie in a major lie regarding the launch of American Riviera Orchard? Now, Royally Sage at Sage1411 is agreeing with me. Is this why Rachel put out a puff piece about a company having no speed bumps? Look like the truth is coming out. She's a liar. Opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever. The thing is, though, yeah, the truth is coming out as far as I'm concerned. The launch of American Riviera Orchard is not going as smoothly, as far as I'm concerned, as what Megxie would lead you to believe, because we also have this situation that happened just last week, that Megxie is still struggling to find a CEO for American Riviera Orchard after now a whopping 18 staff members have quit. And she's struggling to get it off the ground because she's unable to find a CEO. And that the delay when it comes to the launch apparently has been a direct result of her struggle to hire a CEO. So again, Megxie's team is turning around and saying, oh, she couldn't be more excited to launch American Riviera Orchard. It's all going to be timed in for the Netflix series, blah, blah, blah. But when you've got her trademark application being denied, and reports coming through at the same time that she's struggling to find a CEO, and this is why there's been a delay in the launch of American Riviera Orchard. That, and I would safely assume the trademark application being denied, has also contributed to said delay. This whole thing of her being excited to launch it, yeah, she cannot fool us. And this is the thing, a source is saying that the numbers don't lie, and to have almost 20 members of staff quitting on them tells its own story. It's unprecedented even for a startup. The brutal reality is Hazza and Megxie are the toughest of taskmasters. They're very demanding and difficult to work for, and that puts a lot of people's backs up. So she might turn around and be like, oh, I'm so excited to launch American Riviera Orchard in line with the Netflix series when that gets released next year, blah, blah, blah. But again, if you're to believe the rumours, Netflix ain't going to be airing this series in the first place because apparently they're not impressed with it. B, you can't be excited about launching a brand when you don't have all your trademark ducks in a row. And then C, again, you can't be excited about launching American Riviera Orchard when you don't have all your staffer ducks in a row. When you can't find a CEO for your brand and you can't get the trademarks for your brand, how can you be excited to launch American Riviera Orchard? Like I said, I don't think she can fool us. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more. You do not want to miss my next video. Then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on whether you think Megxie has lied about the launch of American Riviera Orchard after everything I've shown you, and I bet you got some thoughts about that, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.